Hello, this is Randall Lloyd. Welcome to episode 5 of my Supersuit tips and tricks. Today we're going to build upon our last video. In the last video I showed you how to separate out and save just this helmet, but really any shape off of any of these presets, and save it as a singular piece that you can add back in on any other suit. And we're going to take that one step further today. And I'm going to take the helmet off of this character and create it as a helmet prop that we can then use in other places in the scene. Like he could take his helmet off, or he could set it on a bench or hang it on a rack, whatever. And this will work for any piece of the suit. If you wanted to use this section, for example, and make a bracelet, you could do that. You could come down here and just do the boots and do that. But we're going to focus on the helmet. So let's jump into this. First of all, to do this, you're going to need the content creation tools that come in Data Studio Pro, or you can also buy them separately for use with the other versions of Data Studio. But you're going to need those tools or this won't work. The specific tool we're going to use is this one right here, and it's called the Polygon Group Editor tool. And so I'm going to click on that first, and then I'm going to click anywhere on the helmet area. Okay, and you can see it highlighted a little pixel there, a little polygon rather. And what I'm going to do now is come to my tool settings. Now, if you don't have the Tool Settings tab active, you can find that under the Window menu, Panes and Tabs, at the bottom here, Tool Settings. Okay, but inside that window, you'll find Face Groups, Surfaces, Regions, and you can see each of the sections here. And if I click on each one of these, and we see Head here near the top, and if I click on Head, you'll see it kind of highlights, and you can tell what it is that it's affecting. And so what we're going to do, and we're under Face Groups, by the way. You could also, if you wanted to, I suppose, click a surface if you wanted to do that, to really get in there close. Either way will work. Just follow this technique. So we're going to hit the plus first, and that's going to add in all of the polygons of the head into the selection. So there you can see we did that. And then we're going to turn the visibility of it off by clicking the eyeball. And as you see, it disappeared. Next, we're going to come up here to the corner here and display the active pane options, and then we're going to go to polygon visibility, and we're going to invert the hidden. There we go. So now we just have the helmet showing. Okay, let's frame back out. And with just the helmet showing and Genesis, we only want the helmet showing. So we're going to hide Genesis in the Scene tab. So now only the helmet is showing. And when we export this as an object, if it will not export things that you can't see. So even though they're still in the scene, they won't bother us. So let's go ahead and do that now. I'm going to come up here to File. First, let's make sure we have the Supersuit selected. I'm going to hit File, Export, and here you can pick the location where you're going to put it. I'm going to put it in my Supersuit directory, and you can certainly do that. And let's call this Trooper Helmet Prop, and I've already got one there, and I'm just going to replace it. So I'm going to hit Save. Yes, I want to replace it. Okay, in this window we're going to drop down to Data Studio as our conversion, and we're going to remove unused vertices. We're going to use surface names over here, and that's all we're going to change. Then I'm going to hit Accept. Alright, we've exported that helmet as a prop now. So let's reset the suit back to the way we had it. And I'm going to go back to the Polygon Group Editor tool and click on the helmet one more time. Back in my tool settings, the first thing I'm going to do, now you have to do it this way, because if you don't, you might get this whole tab messed up and you won't be able to get it back. the way you had it. So let's go up here and we'll do it all backwards. We're going to invert our hidden. Oh, I'm sorry, we have to select the head first. Make sure we got that whole head selected. Then we're going to invert hidden, and then come back and turn the eyeball back on, and then we're back to normal. Alright, in my last video we created a preset, and let's click back off of that tool to a regular one. In my last video we created a preset to remove the helmet, and we're going to use that right now. So let's come in here to my shape presets by region, head and face, and right here hide trooper helmet. And you may, if you did this part of the video, you may have put it somewhere else. So just find it, double click it, and the helmet's gone, and we just happen to have Genesis hidden so we can't tell. Let me bring Genesis back. There we go. And I'm going to also hide the headgear here. Alright, so now we have a helmetless trooper. So let me go up here to File, Import, and we're going to that props directory that I'd created, and there's my trooper helmet prop right there. I'll double click that. And I don't have to change anything in this dialog that comes up. I just hit accept. And there you go. One thing I forgot to mention earlier, and that is make sure that your Genesis character is in the shape that you want it in for the helmet, because it'll be stuck in that shape. So you might want to do a different version if you've got Michael 5 as opposed to Victoria, for example. Alright, now a couple of things happen in this process. One is the texture tiling resets on these shaders. So the first thing I'm going to do is reapply the texture to the helmet. Now it has all the same material names, so you can still use all of your material presets. So I'm going to grab on to one of them, and I'm going to come over here in the material presets, sci-fi, and just double click again on Trooper to reload that. There it is. And then I'm going to click on any piece of the headgear, because now that's all one piece and any one will affect the others. And I'm going to go to the headgear materials and reload that mouth cover, the trooper ears that I want, and also the trooper glass, the eyeglass. There you go. Alright, so the helmet's back the way we like it, and the cool thing is it's separate, and now you have options. You can take it off and do all kinds of cool things, set it on the bench, whatever you want. Now I've already created a preset for this that's going to pose it. So let me go to my poses here, and I have a helmet pose, and there we go. I've actually taken that helmet and brought it over by the hand. I'm going to select Genesis by the hand so that it appears over here in my scene tab, and I'm going to drag that prop and parent it to the right hand. There we go. And then I'm going to pose Genesis, and I've got a preset pose here so we don't have to mess around. And select Genesis, and there we go. I got a fun little scene there. He's holding his helmet. And if I render this through the magic of time lapse, that render is finished, and you can see how good looking that is. So that's it. That's how you do it. Bear in mind, however, that you cannot distribute that. That it would be property of DAZ 3D, because you've taken a piece of the mesh that they made, and you cannot hand that out to your buddies. You've got to they have to own the suit, and they have to watch the video and learn how to do it for themselves. So there it is. I hope you enjoyed the video and found it useful. If you like these videos, please don't forget to subscribe and click the like button, and I'll catch you back here for my next video on tips and tricks, or maybe the Supersuit user guide. So until next time, take care.